There is a pause. No one awake, all wrapped in the tomb of sleep. Dawn only a pale glow where heaven and earth meet. He walks as a ghost among his sleeping friends and looks towards the growing light. A breath is taken and held. He turns his back to the light and warmth of the new day and turns his face to the city walls and cold stone and breathes out. Silence is broken. The dead rise from their slumber and greet the morning. There is a pause. Quiet before the gate to the city swings wide. Nervous glances exchanged. Speech is made with no words uttered. Silence, only textured by the breath of the animal beneath him. A breath is taken and held. His senses filled with the musk of a donkey and 6 days' walk. His hands gripped so tight as to make the leather rein creak. And he breathes out. Silence is broken. The cries of Hosanna crash on him like storm waves. There is a pause. Reclining at the table, stomachs and spirits filled, bread broken, shared and eaten, wine poured, passed and drunk, their ancient meaning forever changed. A breath is taken and held. He rises from the table and looks on his friends and sees the empty cushion of a friend now lost, and breathes out. Silence is broken as their hymn begins and builds. Thanks be to God. There is a pause. In the cool of the garden, teacher and student rest. His head bowed in prayer, hands shaking, their heads bowed in sleep, unaware of his hurt. Swords, torches, and a lost friend approach. A breath is taken and held. A kiss is given and a heart is broken. He sees his friends flee as he is taken, and breathes out. Silence is broken. Chains and curses call out in the night. There is a pause. The priest's venom and fury still in his ears, the governor's pleading for a way out still fresh, the screams of the crowd still stinging more than the whip. He waits, rough wood on ripped shoulders. A breath is taken and held. The door pushed open, light pours in. He is pushed out to face the climb before him, and he breathes out. Silence is broken. Cries of crucify smash onto him like the swell onto rocks. There is a pause. He looks down from his pain, arms outstretched. Cracked lips which should curse, bless the mob. He pushes down against nails which bite to lift himself so that a breath is taken and held. He lifts a head heavy with crown. He cries, "It is finished." And with that, he breathes out. Silence is broken. Whispered words. Surely he was the Son of God. There is a pause. The rest of the Sabbath day passes. Holy waiting. his body hidden away in a borrowed tomb, his friends hidden away in a borrowed room. A breath is taken and held. Stone grinds against stone. Light trickles into the darkness, and he breathes out. Silence is broken by the sound of footsteps from nail-scarred feet. There is a pause. Fears of what they would find are dispelled. No guards, no blocking stone, no body. All except one run to tell the news. A breath is taken and held. A breath choked by tears of grief. A hand on her shoulder, and her name in her ear. Creation breathes out. Silence is broken, with words dripping with joy. Master,